If you're making your way around Toronto or any metropolitan area in North America these days, there's a good chance your movements are being recorded by a surveillance camera. Once limited to mostly banks and convenience stores, the beady eye of the surveillance camera has appeared nearly everywhere in the past decade. Cheaper surveillance systems have heightened fears of terrorist attacks and created a world increasingly captured on camera. Perched on rooftops and under eaves, cameras discreetly rake shopping centers, stadiums, office buildings, and parking lots. Used by private owners trying to sneak a peek at your access card PIN, to trying to catch a person running through a red light. These cameras are a normal thing in our daily lives, used for good and bad. Thinking to myself right now, how could anything be a secret anymore? Sooner rather than later, these cameras will be taking photos at your brother's wedding. Screw hiring a photographer. Technology is taking over for the photography business. Not now, not tomorrow, but within the next 50 years, your best friend could be a robot and you wouldn't even know it. Surveillance cameras are increasingly getting clearer and more obsolete. Think about it. Why wouldn't someone want the photographer at their wedding to be invisible, later for the bride and groom to sit down and go through all of the footage and take out the best shots caught on these invisible bodies? But what about the family portraits? What about posing the bride and groom next to the 18th hole water hazard with the cutesy little bridge? Well, that's when your robotic best friend comes in, of course. He has eyes that are cameras. He has eyes that are cameras. They have eyes that are cameras. This is all in theory, of course. Some say it's a conspiracy. Some sound intrigued. Some plain don't believe it will happen. But as a photographer and a firm believer in all I see in science fiction films and books, this could happen to all of us. Fight to keep photography alive. Don't let it dwindle away like film did. I still am a believer in film photography. You can't go wrong. But what happens when it gets to be $100 per roll? Not many of us will be able to keep this beauty alive.